I apologize. I had a timer set for some reason, so just continuing. If you were with me on the last video, one more nice big inhale and exhaling fully. Letting the breath regain a natural rhythm, and then we're just going to drop the left ear to the left shoulder, opening through that side of the neck, the right side of the neck, creating some space. Just breathing. We're going to inhale the crown back up to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. So again, I'm just trying to integrate a little bit of calm today. The nerves in my body have felt kind of crazy, so I'm just integrating calm with each deep breath. And inhale the crown back to center. Dropping maybe the chin to the chest here. Keeping those shoulders upright, making sure we're still sitting up nice and tall, open heart, dropping the shoulders out of the ears. And then inhaling the crown back up to center and following the chin all the way up into the sky and the ceiling. Breathing with the throat open. Reversing our technique. Opening our throat chakra, allowing us to speak our truth. And then we'll take the crown back to center. Maybe a nice deep breath, just neutral spine. And we're not going to do nothing crazy here. For the next few asanas, poses, if you want to just watch along or move with me, feel free. We're going to inhale into a tabletop pose here. As we drop the belly, we're coming into cow pose. The seat bones widen and we can really feel a nice stretch here in the belly. Exhaling, letting the spine rise high into the sky, the ceiling, pressing into the hands and knees. And then you would like to move, if you would like to move at the pace of your own breath here. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. So integrating your breath so that it kind of triggers each movement, right? We are letting our breath guide us and our bodies, getting out of our heads into the body. Feel free to do some more of those if you would like. We're going to just take a nice child's pose. If you have any back pain, maybe supporting the back with the knees together, touching slightly. If you would like a nice deep hip stretch, here's where I would take the knees to the long edges of the mat, big toes together, setting the seat on the feet, extending the arms out in front of us, setting the head onto the mat or the chin or the forehead, whatever feels best in your body. Just the act of breathing and feeling into our bodies is magic. It's healing. It's breaking systems that keep us enslaved or keep us miserable, right? We're just free here. Following your breath. Maybe in child pose you notice any pain or resistance, or maybe even intense emotion that comes up, because within child's pose we are getting into the fight or flight muscles here. We're stretching and sitting within them. We do tend to hold trauma within these muscles, within the hips, within the fight or flight muscles. So when we breathe and we just release the tension there, we release the memories or the trauma or the pain that is kept there. So being patient, loving, and kind, right? Holding a lot of space for ourselves is important, especially if we feel that not a lot of others do or whatnot, you know. Right here, this is going to be puppy pose. I am supporting myself with my forearms. Sorry if my messy hair is in the way of the view. So we are just supporting ourselves with our forearms, spreading our fingers. The knees are supporting us as well back there. If you would like to set and rest the seat on the feet, this is another way we could do rabbit's pose. We're letting crown chakra energy flow here. Just letting the brain flow upside down. I like to always consider gravity does the work for me. Because often they say that's what aging is, right? Gravity pulling us down. We have a lot of pain if we sit for a long time because of what? Gravity. So if we are the opposite way, such as a nice forward fold, right? This is a reverse for our back, our spine, as it is stacked the opposite way. Not completely, right? So if we were on an inversion table, that would be the best scenario. But if you are in forward fold here, if you would like to take a forward fold, being mindful of the knees, if you want to bend the knees slightly, if you want the hands in the mat to support us, maybe you want to take the elbows into the hands and kind of sway side to side. Important in forward fold to really let the head hang. Releasing the neck, any tension there, any holding or resistance, right? You could shake the head, no, not that, yes. Hope I'm not flashing you guys. For my sake. And making sure to breathe, right? And from here, maybe you want to take a plank. Maybe you want to take that child's pose again. I'm going to plank here, just feeling the strength in my arms. It really helps me feel empowered, and I also am able to engage my core, the center of our beings, right? And it just helps me feel strong. It helps me remember who I am. And then I'm just going to drop my knees because, whew, and I'm coming all the way down. It feels really good. Let me come back into frame here. It feels really good to just let the body lay flat. Maybe you want to do crocodile, placing the hands on top of each other and then placing the forehead there. Sorry if I'm talking or breathing right into the mic and it's too loud. I apologize. I do a lot of apologizing and I should probably stop. Just stop it. If you can become aware of something that you do too much of, that's the first step. And the next step is action, right? Doing less. Which is that action? Doing less of something? It is action if you're doing more of something else in return. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Feeling the belly, breathing into the mat. Maybe you can feel it move. We're not gonna do anything else. We're gonna do a few other things here, but we're not gonna do anything crazy. If you want to roll onto your back here with me, we're gonna just take bridge pose. Like bridge pose, it's really good for anybody with lower back pain. It strengthens our lower back, and we get, again, kind of a reverse with the gravity doing the work for us. So laying on our backs, bringing the feet so that they are kind of close to the glutes, and then with the hands down by our sides, we're going to press them into the mat and help press the pelvis up high into the sky, becoming aware of the knees, making sure they don't sprawl out, envisioning maybe a block between the knees that we're holding, and making sure that they don't shake or splay and they're just solid, supporting us. My belly just did a grumble. And then you could interlace the fingers and hands underneath the pelvis, or keep those hands flat on the mat, whatever feels good. This is a nice shoulder massage. It's kind of pressing the shoulders down away from my ears, because and that just feels good, right? Because we often hold tension and tightness there, holding the weight of the world on our shoulders. So pressing them down just feels really great. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna just release those hands and slowly, breath by breath, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing our pelvis down slowly. And that feels good. We can also bring the knees into the chest. That feels great. Swaying side to side. This allows for a nice back massage. Rolling, getting some massage on our SI joint. And those hip flexors, the glutes. If you have a tennis ball, sometimes that feels really good to kind of roll underneath, or like a cork massage ball, or even just a child's toy ball. Anything will work to really massage that tension out. just works wonders. And then from here, I like to do a little twisting, supine spinal twist. We're just gonna let the legs fall, maybe to the left of us, extend through that right arm, looking over at that right arm, making sure both shoulders are planted, keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. And here we are in a twist with our lower lumbar spine going to the left, upper cervical spine going to the right, wringing our bodies out gently like a damp rag of any residual energy, of any toxins. Detoxing our systems. Really helps to breathe in this one. Every breath is important, but especially when relaxing in our twists. And then if you'd like to guide maybe the legs back to center with the left hand, bringing that right arm back to center. Maybe you want to sway the knees side to side. Maybe you want to give them another hug into the chest. Listening to your body, learning the art of listening to your body. It's a constant lesson, right? We're never done learning. We're always learning new things about our bodies as they change or age. And then, of course, finishing on our twist, letting those legs fall to the right of us, keeping that left shoulder planted as we extend through that arm. Maybe you want to cactus the arm, looking over at that palm. Lower lumbar spine going to the right, upper cervical spine going to the left here. Taking those nice deep belly breaths again, detoxing our systems. And here's a tip: if you can see about extending your exhales, just attempt to extend your exhales a little bit longer than your inhales. Extending the exhales to be longer than our inhales helps the parasympathetic nervous system activate, the part of us that helps heal, digest, let the body fully rest. Activating this part of us really helps the body fully recharge. I hope that you guys could hear me the whole time. I realized that my mic was like in my throat. I'm sorry. There I go again. Apologizing. Like you guys want to hear it. And then we're going to bring those legs back to center and allow for them to just fall. We're going to take Savasana here, and I'm going to pull my blanket off of the bed. Because for Savasana, you just want to get cozy, and I recommend a blanket or maybe a pillow under the knees to really release that lower back. But for your Savasana, and don't lay in bed because this is not the same. Savasana, you're completely grounded on your mat or the floor, and while laying in bed and meditating is great, but there's something about just staying wherever you were from your stretch, from your practice, and letting the energies just be, and letting the energies go where they need to go, healing what needs to be healed, and if anything needs healed in the body. I recommend letting the arms splay and the legs splay, maybe hands open for blessings to come in. And just following that breath. And from here, if you're still watching, you're with me. Maybe you want to wiggle the fingers and toes, invoking motion, taking a nice deep breath. Sometimes it feels really good to reach in both directions. Kind of like a wake up morning, good morning stretch. My ovaries felt really weird when I did that. And then you can roll onto whatever side to give the heart a break, falling into the fetal position. Here we represent rebirth. We allow ourselves to be reborn, to create whatever reality and world that we wish, that we want. Sorry if it seems like I've tuned out a little. I've got major relaxed yoga brain. I hope that you guys do too, and that you enjoyed this cozy content. I hope it was relaxing and comforting. We're not gonna end the video just yet. If you'd like, we could sit up and do some pranayama. This will help us kind of wake up, be alive. If you need to keep, going in this world, keep doing some things for the day. If you'd like to end the video there and just keep it cozy, feel free. This part is just as important here. We're just going to breathe, and I'm going to do some Kapalabhati, some fire breathing. It's very energizing. It can wake you up a little bit if you are sleepy. And I do kind of need a little bit of energy. I've got some other stuff going on for the day. So, if you are not familiar with Kapalabhati, which many aren't, and I wasn't for a very, very long time, there are so many pranayamas I do not know. Pranayama techniques. Pranayamas, I don't know if that's a word. So yeah, pranayama, Kapalabhati, sorry, getting off track. I got that yoga brain. Kapalabhati, fast inhalation, fast exhalation, kind of a pumping of the stomach. It's gonna look and sound something like this. And we're just gonna do that for like 30 seconds, okay? And then a nice big inhale, holding the breath, exhaling, and just holding, feeling the body vibrate, because this one, you will feel the body vibrate. Okay, let's get into it. You can take the arms over her head. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Namaste. I hope that you felt that body vibrate at the end, because I sure did. And if you enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that freaking like button. And obviously subscribe if you want some more cozy, comforting content. I don't know how often I'll make videos. Really, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm figuring that out myself. People say, "Oh, what do you do? What are you doing?" I don't know. I'm figuring it out. Figuring it out. Like, I'm working on my work. I'm working on my work. I'm working on who I am.